Hey everybody, welcome to Life with Annie. I'm Annie, and this is my life. I haven't said that in a long time. But I haven't been on in a couple of days, and I thought I would just hop on to make supper. Real quick, real easy. I had some yellow squash and a couple of zucchini, and I needed to use them up. As a matter of fact, one of the zucchini went too bad, and I couldn't use that. But I'm able to use this one, and the yellow squash was fine. So I'm just going to saute that up with a little bit of butter and some salt and pepper. And get that going. So I just talked to Matt. He's headed home, so I'm just going to cook this kind of slow. So let me see if anybody's come on yet. Oh, I see people are starting to come on. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Let me see if I can adjust real quick. There we go. Okay. So I've just got one little skillet here that I'm going to saute this squash in. And then I'm going to saute some pork chops. And that's what we're going to have for our supper tonight. Oh, Castoria, you have a migraine? Oh my goodness, I hope you feel better soon. Hey, Diane and Betty. Y'all, Thunder's outside. I'm going to let him in just a minute. It's getting overcast here. Looks like I haven't looked at the weather today, but it looks like we're supposed to get some rain. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Rosemary. That's so sweet. Okay, y'all, I am just going to put some salt and pepper on this, on these squash and zucchini here. This is just a mixture of salt and pepper. And then I've got a little bit of butter down in the skillet too. All right, let's see. Y'all hear Thunder barking out there? All right, so we got that started. Oh, it'll be good, Castoria. I love to saute up pork chops. Now, I don't do it. I used to always bread them in flour, and then I started just sauteing them up just plain without any breading, and we like them just as good. Let's see, Renee is in Michigan. Let your puppy in, please. Okay, Kim. You ready to come in, baby? You ready? No? Yeah? No? Come on. There you go. Here's your cookie, buddy. You want your cookie? Want your cookie, buddy? Okay, y'all, I don't know what's going on with the thing, but y'all are trying to reconnect. I hope y'all are back. Thunder's in now. He's got his little treat. And I'm just going to let this butter melt a little bit. And then I'm just going to drop those pork chops in. So what are y'all cooking tonight? I like them too, Carlene. It's one of my favorites too. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put these down in here. Okay, y'all, I am back. I don't know what's going on with, I don't know if it has to do with the weather or what, but y'all I keep losing you. Maybe if you watch the replay, it won't do that. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't usually have that problem, but like I say, it's really overcast here, so maybe it's got something to do with the weather. Janice is going to have Chinese tonight. Sandra, I'm just got some squash and zucchini sauteing here. I'm going to do the same over here with the pork chops, and I'm just going to season it with Lowry's seasoned salt. And Anne-Marie's having fish, potatoes, and beets. Yummy. Kathy's not cooking anything. Hey, Eileen. I haven't cooked much in the last couple of weeks, so I had some pork chops, and I thought, well, we'll just have those tonight. I was going to hop on last night and do a live and cook, but when I talked to Matt on his way home, he wasn't really hungry, and so we decided not to cook. We just made, it was a make-do night. Debbie's having meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn. Dolores is having Polish kielbasa with stir-fry veggies. And Vicki she made lentil soup. Mary's having chili and homemade cornbread. And Rachel's dinner will consist of air fryer fish, broccoli, and a salad. We're having poor man's meat casserole with a side of sweet peas. I missed the name on that. Y'all are having some good stuff. Fish sticks and fries, stuffed shells and green salad. Oh my goodness. Ooh, y'all are sounding yummy. Okay, so I was out today and I saw these, and I bought a couple of them, a couple of different kinds. So I'm gonna try it. This is the Knorr's soup, or the Knorr's brand. But this is rice and pasta blend in a savory chicken flavored sauce. So I thought I would try it as a different kind of little side. So I've got a little pan back here. And it just says to put 2 cups of water in here. And a couple of tablespoons of butter. And then your little rice packet. Barbecue chicken, baked potatoes, and broccoli is what Autumn's having. Baked ziti is what Kathy's having. Are you frying zucchini? I'm just kind of sauteing it up in this skillet. It's the way we like it sometimes. So I've just got a little skillet here and I'm letting it kind of brown and cook. I've just got butter, salt, and pepper. Sometimes I do it this way, but I do it in the oven. But just wanted to do it a little bit quicker today. Debbie likes those little pouches, but she likes the ones with the noodles. I think I picked up 1 pack with the noodles too. So we'll see how we like it. I know that the Knorr's makes that good vegetable soup mix that I always make spinach dip with, so I'm thinking maybe this will be pretty good too. Okay, so we got that kind of stirred around. All right, so we got our water here. I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of butter in there with it. Y'all, it smells good in here. As Matt would say, smells delicious. Alright, so we'll set that right there. And I'll put this on here on this back burner. So you're supposed to put all this in here, bring it to a boil, and then cook it for about, turn it down and cook it for about 7 minutes. So, what we're going to do, I'll show you what it looks like. Here we go. Oh, Pat, you'll love it. Now, when we were kids, we always had it. My grandmother and my mother, she would cut it up, and then she would batter it, you know, just dredge it in a little bit of flour, and we would, as soon as my mother would take some off and put it in a paper towel plate to drain, we would be over there eating it all. So it was a hard job to stand there and fry all that squash like that, but it was so good. I haven't made it like that in a long time. I really need to do that. Okay, so that's going. Let me get a spoon for that pasta. Give it a little stir. What you doing there, Thunder or Callie? Let me check on the cat here. I don't know what that was. Okay, let me grab a fork here. Okay. Hey, Barbara. See how our pork chops are doing. Not quite. So I'm cooking 4 pork chops, and the zucchini and squash, and then the little Nor's noodle packet, and that's going to be our supper tonight. And I think it'll be good. Hey, Zeta. Someone asked, are the chickens laying again? Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, I went down there about an hour ago, and I gathered up 4 eggs in here. I don't know if y'all can see them, but there are 4 eggs in here. And Omelet had laid an egg, so there's an omelet egg. So I actually got this today. I went thrifting, and I was in a thrift store, and they had this cute little egg. I thought it would be great for gathering up eggs. This cute little basket. It's actually got some kind of fabric across the handle, and it was only $2. So I picked that up. And I found a couple of shirts in one of the stores. And I picked those up. And then I found this metal large, like a scroll kind of decorative piece, really big. And I picked it up. And I thought it would be really neat to hang outside somewhere, maybe on a fence or somewhere like that. So I picked it up. It's only $5. I would show it to you, but I left it out in the car. I'm going to flip these real quick. Both sides. Right. I'm going to start these noodles up. Hey, Jamie in Ireland. Kathy says pork chops are good in the air fryer. I have a small air fryer here. And then I have another kind of bigger thing, and I just can't get in a groove of using them. I don't know why, but maybe one day. So I went over to Mama's today, and we had a little bit of a crowd. We had some people come in from out of town, and we wanted to take them to Jason's Deli. And so we went there and had lunch. And it was so good. And then we just did a little bit of thrifting. So even Mama went into a thrift store, and as soon as we got in there, she bought one thing. This isn't what she bought, but she picked up a basket and she said, "Oh, isn't that a pretty basket?" And we were just like, "Look, Mama's thrifting." But she did buy, sometimes the thrift stores now have like brand new things. And at the register area, they had little packets of, I think it was hydrocortisone cream, and she bought a little packet of that. So, yeah, we had a good day. And then I spent the day, I went over to Mama's a little bit yesterday too. And, no, Barbara, I didn't bump my head. This is, I had a little procedure done Monday before last. Not this past Monday, but the Monday of last week. And so I had some stitches in it, and so yesterday I had to go and have the stitches taken out. So I'm supposed to still wear a Band-Aid for another week. So I think Tina said she's thinking about French onion tortellini, and then the comment went away. Daddy Clemson, I don't know. He just disappeared one day, and we have not seen him since. There is another cat that we keep seeing kind of hanging around. Sometimes I'll look out the front door, and this other cat will be out there. But it's a healthy looking cat. Somebody's feeding it. Because I told Matt, I said, I can't get attached to another cat. We're not going to do that anymore. So, and I went out today, and he was out there, and he took off running when he saw me. So, now if the cat were starving, I would definitely feed him. But he's being fed. He might be someone's cat. He's just hanging around some. Now, I don't know if y'all can see these too well, but they look pretty good. They're getting really nice. All right, I may need to put a little bit more butter in here. Now, I got these at the Dollar Tree a couple of weeks, well, probably a month ago. And I thought they were so cute. Y'all know how I use little, well, like in here, I like to use these little tiny petite little spoons. And I bought these at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. So I have some of these, and I like to keep them in some of my spices and stuff. And so they had these at the Dollar Tree, and I haven't even opened them yet. But they're actually baby spoons to feed babies or infants. But I thought they're a little long for some of the things, but for just, like dipping into something. But aren't they the cutest little things? I love them. For like, if you have a narrow opening in a spice container, and if it'll fit down in there, you can get whatever you like out. And there's several of them here, so I got them just for that purpose, just for dipping into spices and stuff. I just got to wash them all up. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay. Susan lives in Northeast Pennsylvania. They are cute, aren't they, Debbie? I love them. I like things like that. I also had gotten some like this, y'all. Can anybody guess what these are actually for? Anybody know what these are actually used for? They're really teeny. So I had bought these before I saw those, but these are still just as good. And I just keep them in this little thing just to dip up little amounts of, I don't know, I just like little things like that. But those are actually caviar spoons, and they're made out of like shell, shell material, mother of pearl type shell material. And so I got some of those. So if you need a spoon, I got you. Sheila said they would be good for ice cream samples. Yeah, but they're actually caviar spoons. I've never had caviar. I've never tasted it. And that's what, fish roast, fish eggs kind of thing. I've never tried it. It's very expensive, I guess, so I probably will never try it. Oh, thank you. Bella, we're having sauteed pork chops. And then over here, I'm not sure if y'all can see it. I can't tell what's in the camera, but I've got some squash and zucchini. Just kind of sauteing away in some butter. And then in the back burner there, back over there, I have the little Knorr's chicken pasta side. It does smell good in here, I have to say. That's pretty easy. All right, I gotta let you come to a boil. Well, I guess the internet worked itself out. I haven't seen y'all disappear again. Hey, Frankie in West Virginia, thank you. Aluminum foil around your celery. Okay. Hey, Karen in Scotland. What are the caviar spoons again? They're just little spoons. I don't know if it's that the caviar is like really delicate, but these are made out of like a shell, some kind of shell. But some of them you can tell are a little bit different, I guess, depending on the shell. See, one of them's got kind of a different coloration there on the corner. And they're just little spoons made out of some kind of seashell or mother of pearl like stuff. All right, let's take a look at these pork chops and see. They're starting to get a little brown. So good. Debbie made pork chops yesterday. Sometimes I do put, someone says about onion, I do sometimes put onion in there. Sometimes when I bake them, Mama likes them that way with the mix of squashes and then some onion and then the butter. And I usually roast those in the oven, but this is starting to boil a little bit. Good stir there. Let's see. Hey, Susan in California, it's raining there. Yeah, it's coming here, it looks like. It was sunny the first part of the day, and by the time we got finished doing our little thrifting adventure, it was starting to cloud up a little bit. Y'all want to see the cutest little light? Hey, Michelle in Arkansas. And Janet, you're in Greenville, just down the road. So, for Christmas, my sister gave us a little gift basket. Okay, so I'm going to turn this, no, not that one. I'm going to turn this back burner down. It has that noodle stuff in it. Let it kind of do its thing for about 7 minutes, it said. Anyway, so in the basket, my sister had put these little wipes. And it's got a little button here. If you watch the light, you'll see it brightens and then that turns it off, the little touch light. And it's got a charger. She gave us all a charger with it, this little charging thing. And she said that when she was in Las Vegas, I think it was Las Vegas, I guess Martha Stewart has a restaurant there. And she said that they had them on the tables, and she loved them. And so she got us all one, so I love it too. And it's just the perfect amount of light. Like if you want to, like I say, it's a chargeable thing, but Mama has hers sitting there, and Mama loves it. She said it's just the perfect amount of light. If you keep it on the low, she said, just to give a little bit of light to the room. So I love that little gift. I love to get that caramelization on these too, so. All right. So we wait. Let me see, I might turn this one over. And y'all, I had bought, or well, actually, Mama had gotten Thunder a little stuffed bunny rabbit a couple weeks ago, and I was having trouble parting with it. Mama would say, "Did you get Thunder his bunny rabbit?" I said, "Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there," because it was just the softest, little squishiest thing. So 2 nights ago, I finally put it down because we thought he might just be missing Lucy. So, I've been trying to do, well, he's doing so much better, y'all. But I'll show you, hold on one second. Okay, so today we went back to the Dollar Tree, and guess what Mama found for me? My very own little bunny. This is the softest little bunny, and it's just so, I just would sit there when we first got it. I sat there in her rocking chair at her house and just was kind of rocking it. It was just so cute. So, Thunder has one now. Yeah, you heard me talking about the bunny rabbit. You see, Mama's got one now. So now I have my own little bunny rabbit. So, anyway, I can put this one back in the rocking chair in the living room. Okay, let me turn this down before I burn these up. Okay, let me check you out. Those look so good. This is stir. Click on these squash. They are. I've got them on very low. By the time Matt gets here, this should all be done. These are done. I'm just waiting on the little noodle pot to thicken up, and it'll be time to eat. Thank you, Candace. Oh, Pat collects rabbits. She raised 30 bunnies when she was home on the farm. I have never had a bunny rabbit. Never had a bunny rabbit. I had, when the kids were little, they each had a parakeet. And I probably would never do a bird again. They're really messy. Okay. We're going to use the butter. I put butter in here, I put butter in here, and I did put butter in there. Thank you, Cheryl. Allison, we're having pork chops, zucchini and squash, and some, I forget what that's called, some Knorr's noodle mixture, chicken noodles or something. Let's see. When does camping season start again? It's going to be a little while before we're camping again, so. But I'll do some videos when we do. Hey, Teresa. Right. So y'all, I guess that's about it. I'm just waiting on this, these noodles to finish up. Now, I went to the store the other day and I bought me a bag of coffee. And I'm basically just getting what's the best brand that's on sale. Because coffee's a little bit expensive now. Well, it's always expensive, but it's even more expensive. And I thought I picked up ground coffee, but I actually bought the whole bean. So now I got to get me a coffee grinder to grind up these whole beans. I don't usually care for that particular brand because it seems to be a little bit strong to me. But it was on sale, so that's what we got. Okay, let me give this a stir. Not quite thick enough, but it's getting there. I'll show y'all what it's looking like right now. Can y'all see what it's looking like right now? I want it to get a little bit thicker. My rug is moving around on me. All right, so everything's turned off and ready except for that. Okay, so I guess I am going to take this down to the chickens. We'll take that down tomorrow for the chickens. I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator. This is just some peels from the zucchini and squash. All right, let me grab some plates. Could you use a blender to grind the coffee? I guess I could. But I had been thinking about getting another. I used to have a coffee grinder and I would grind my beans. And I wanted to start doing it again, so maybe I'll just get a new coffee grinder. Thicker. I think I heard somebody. That may be my husband in there. He said it smells delicious walking through the door. Try to return the coffee beans to the store in exchange. I'm doing a live too, by the way.
Did he let you?
What do you mean, did it let me?
I think you just try to turn the coffee beans back into the store.
Oh, no, someone suggested that.
Oh.
All right, everything's done there. I'll let Matt pick out his chop of choice. Have y'all ever made these little Knorr's packets? Are they supposed to get really, really thick, or are they supposed to have a little bit of runniness to them? Look pretty good. Okay, let me put some of this squash on my plate. I could eat just the squash and zucchini all day long. I could eat that whole pan, but I have to share. And let me taste that just to make sure it's not gotten tender. So we don't want crunchy rice or noodles or whatever these are. They should thicken. Turn them off and they will get thick.
Smells good in here.
You want to say hello?
Hello, everyone.
They need some salt. I can't believe I'm eating again because I ate that big lunch today.
Yeah, I didn't figure you were going to make any dinner.
I know, usually I don't. When I go to Mama's and we go out to eat, I'm too stuffed and we usually just have something left over. Okay, I'm just going to say we're going to go with it.
It's tough being short. There we go. That's a long way to get up there.
Okay. I'll put a little bit of salt on mine.
Hey, Mr. T, what you up to, buddy? Let me get in here so I can get my drink made.
Okay, there we go. Pan-fried pork chop, zucchini and yellow squash in saute pan, and this new Knorr's noodle chicken thing. Okay. All right, y'all, so our supper is ready. Matt just needs to fix his plate, and we're going to enjoy our meal. I just wanted to, I hadn't been on a whole lot lately because I had to have this thing done. Last week I did not feel well after I had it done. Because when you have something done on your forehead like that, you have a headache, and I had a headache for several days. So anyway, I'm glad that's over with, and so I just wanted to come on here and just kind of cook with y'all and say hello. So we're going to go enjoy our supper. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope y'all have a great supper yourself. Bye, everybody. See you soon.